What's good? We back. Boxing Clinic and more. We're back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC, the YTBC. I see a lot of people trying to compare what's going on in sparring over the years, what goes on in the real fight. You hear a lot of people really leaking sparring footage out, which shouldn't be leaked out. It should just be kept in house. A lot of people be flossing and flaunting over what goes down in sparring. And then if they fight that same guy in the ring, a lot of times the results be totally different. And sometimes they remain the same, but it's a difference. When you in a real fight, you approach it differently. You don't have the headgear, obviously. Obviously, you have smarter gloves. And the thing that a lot of people, really, really quick forget is people perform different when the amount of pressure and a lot of things are on the line. Like the crowd is there. The embarrassment of you losing, getting dropped. A lot of people can't handle the crowd, the anxiety on fight night. The fact that you losing your O, when the O is more glorified than it has been in any era of boxing right now. The fact that you gonna lose, the fact that it may not beat on tomorrow, you might get dropped by a promoter for losing, or whatever it may be. You got a family in the feed, or whatever it may be. The stakes are so much different. It is. And when you're sparring, you live to see another day. And when people get dropped in sparring, say, I knocked him out, I dropped him, I beat him, I beat him down in sparring. You don't know physically where that guy's at, and he could be in camp. He could have just, took a vacation coming off a fight. He take a long vacation and just get in camp. He not in no type of condition. He could be trying to cut weight and you hitting him and he having a hard time cutting weight and he can't move and box like he want to box or whatever. Or he could be working on just cutting the ring off. He could be working on being more defensive. It's a teaching technique. Some people approach sparring differently. People don't approach it like they approach a regular fight. In a regular fight, you go out there and do what you got to do to win. In sparring, you might be trying to work on, jab, work on new things that you've been doing, hitting the back, and your trainer been talking on. And another thing about it is trying to hone out the crowd noise and hear your corner. A lot of people don't understand that in sparring, you can hear your corner clearly. Do this, do that, do this. In a fight, you got to hone out everybody else's, everything else in the sound of the arena and keying in on what your trainer is saying. And a lot of guys can't do that. And like I said, the pressure. If you get dropped in sparring, you can get up. Nobody really seen it but who in the gym. And you continue to fight. You get dropped off in the crowd. That's embarrassing. And, ain't no unofficial, 10 count that could be longer in the gym that give you, or ain't no referee in there to pull you apart and all that usually when you spar. So it's damn near a different sport. It's very, very vastly different. Because the main thing is the amount of pressure it is that it's no redos in a real fight. There's no teaching moments where you can stop sparring and pull you to the side. You hear people say, I sparred, for 15, 20 rounds and interchange sparring partners and come in fight night. The 9th round, enter the championship rounds, they tired. Because the anxiety, the pressure, the full blows from smaller gloves, the no headgear on takes effect. So it's definitely a different game. If you talk about amateur style fighting, it's different. Shorter fights, more punches thrown because you got shorter distance, you got shorter time to do more in there. So you up the output. So it's definitely different strokes for different folks, and I hate when people compare sparring, like old sparring stories. You heard Errol Spence gave Floyd a black eye. You heard Lamont Peterson broke Floyd ribs. You heard, Manny Pacquiao knocked Jorge Linares out. You heard Adrian Broner dog walk Jorge Linares when they both was at 35. You go into a real fight, who you think gonna win? Lamont or Floyd? A lot of people gonna pick Floyd, despite what happened in the fight. People build out the Paul Salvador fight with Floyd Mayweather. We beat him. What happened to Salvador's career? I understand he had some problems outside the ring, but a lot of people know what Floyd to do when the real lights is on. So, it's just different. And for my real boxing heads out there who does this for real, who knows this for real, they know it's vastly different. But don't forget to check in the description for all the links. We on to the next one. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. We out.